Hello, boys. Welcome. We're going to sit down and rate every single shiny Pokemon from Generation 1 Kanto. Best to worst. What slaps, what doesn't slap. We're tapping in, guys. You're excited? Leave that like down below. Let me know your thoughts as well, too. I would love to hear what you guys think. Tap in. Let's just get right with it. So none of these are in order, and it's kind of weird. Like, you have me all the way down here, but then for whatever reason, there's a Moltres here. I don't know why. I didn't touch this at all. So there's a Moltres here. So I guess I'll start with a Moltres and why I actually think it's like, at least in comparison, it's mid. It's different enough, right? It's different enough. It's pink. It looks cool. It's something, right? It's different enough. Kind of stands out a bit. I mess with it. I don't want to go too deep into detail with a lot of these just because I like them and I don't. Because they're like different altered colors and some of these are good. And a lot of these are just... There's a lot of green in Gen 1. A lot of green in Gen 1. A lot of green shinies. And some are good and some are not. Like the entire Bulbasaur line, I think it's hella good. I don't really think it's like, I don't think it's bad per se. I just think it's hella good for sure. Like, I like it. I don't even know how to describe it because Venusaur and Bulbasaur line is already like green, but I kind of mess with it. Maybe it's a yellow bulb touch. I kind of mess with it, dude. But it's you got like the golden Charmander line. I actually think it's hella good. I'm not gonna cap with you. You get the Charmander line. I actually think it's very mid. That's just me. Charizard, I absolutely think is goated. I know it's ironic because in my original Gen 1 2, this Charizard was very low on it. But I'm not the biggest fan of Charizard. Obviously, you guys know this. But shiny Charizard, we're though going based on like the colors right now. Mwah, absolute fire, bro. Squirtle and Bulbasaur and freaking, sorry, they're just very man. Like, a very weak shiny, you know, like just not really feeling it per se. Caterpie goated, Metapod goated, and then Butterfree is just very like, what happened, bro? You got a golden Caterpie, I mess with it, the little orange, like bronze color Metapod, I mess with it. Then you got this Butterfree, bro. How did they fumble the best looking of the three? Game Freak, what happened, man? You got Weedle, very like I said, or just very middle of the road, I guess I would say, right? Not the absolute worst. Kakuna, I actually think is pretty good. And then Beedra, I think is actually pretty good as well, too. I kind of mess with the green. It's pretty cool. Again, a lot of green, but some works, some doesn't. Like this whole Pidgey thing. What is this, Game Freak? What is this? Pidgeot, I do think is actually pretty cool. I do think it's pretty cool. It's like a Super Saiyan gold color. I think it's pretty cool. It's like a tint. He's one of the few tints I keep. Very few tints I keep. But the other two, absolute rubbish. What happened here, Game Freak? Then the Rattata, just Raticate, just like very you know, like yeah. Like I have to like compare them as bad as Pidgey, and they're not. So very Spearow, this is where you start to get ugly. Dude. Hell no. Ekans is very mid, but then Arbok, GOAT. 10 out of 10 shiny, easily top 5 shinies from Gen 1, dude. It's already got this badass design. It's very polar opposite from purple to gold. The polar opposites really resonate with me. I know it's saying that, and I put freaking Pidgeot and the Bulbasaur line up here, but they're fire, bro. They're fire, all right? Pikachu, very It literally is not noticeable. I actually would say it's trash. It's very not noticeable. Raichu, I'd probably say is but the Pikachu is literally not even noticeable. Sandshrew, very and I love Sandshrew. Sandslash is mid because of like the little red pelt he's got going on his back. Sandshrew though, very man. Like there's a lot of green shinies, man. We got 1, 2, 3. Just not that good. Not really feeling that. Now I do actually like this a lot. I think this is a very nice touch. These are very good. I like that it's polar opposites. Then you got these guys as well too. These are very good shinies. Now, I wish the Nidoqueen was also purple. I don't know why she goes green. And I've already talked about a lot of green. There's a lot of green in this. I don't know why she goes green. I can't really tell you why, per se. I feel like it should have just, I don't know, stayed purple, kind of like how Nidoqueen is like that blue color. So Nidoking is blue. Then you have all the rest being the Nidoran, like male line colors, right, of Nidoran and Nidorina. But then Nidoqueen, for whatever reason, feels the need to go green. Why? I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's actually like one of my more favorite greens, if not my all-time favorite green for this entire generation. But why? You know, like literally why? I'm a hater when it comes to these. I think these are rubbish. Shout out my EU fans. I think these are rubbish. Because why? Right, there's also a lot of yellow green as well too. Vulpix, very Ninetales goated though. Absolutely goated. Fire, spiritual, wispy design. I love it. Easily one of the best in this entire generation. Then you got the Puff line, which I think the little purple tints to it actually makes it stand out. Like Puff, I'd probably say is like eh, and then Wigglytuff is like mid. You know, as you can see, I would probably bring down Pidgeot now as I'm going deeper into this, because there's just a lot that I'm not really that messing with, you know? I think Zubat, again, like I said, Zubat and Golbat are very cool green shinies. And then you have like Oddish, which is like just very eh. Like it obviously stands out enough. Like it's obviously color palette. The color palette for it as well. I just tongue twisted. The color palette as well, but you know, and then Biopon stays mid, but man, and then I can't even tell this is shiny, and this just looks gross. So he's got blue eyes. I put him in A. He's got blue eyes, you know? Dreamy boy with blue eyes, you know? Then you got Venomoth, which I actually do think is a 10 out of 10 shiny. Come on, man. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful shiny. But then it starts getting worse. Here we start getting straight back-to-back ass shinies, guys. Ass and ass. It's just the nose color difference. It's so, like, just lazy, it feels like. These are lazy and bad tints, so I'm going to put them also as bad as well, too. Some tints, like the Puff tint, is actually decent. I actually really like this Psyduck. Now, maybe this is just me with the Psyduck, but I really like this, like, weird, like teal, not even, what I'm trying to describe this color of blue, like this, like, aqua blue, this aqua, like, frozen blue. I really mess with, you know what I mean? Mankey green, what in God's green heavens happened to you, my boy? What is this? The prime I actually do think is actually pretty decent. What is this? And then come on, man, the Growlithe is fire. I know it's not that different from red to yellow, but it looks electric, right? It looks very cool, especially these mons are already very cool, so it's kind of hard to mess up their shinies. So if you already have very cool mons, very hard to mess up their shinies. Sorry, Blastoise, he does not really fit into that, but these are very cool. Poliwag, now Poliwag I actually do think is very eh. Same with Poliwhirl. Actually, I lied. Poliwhirl's mid. It's the very vibrant color, you feel me? Poliwrath with the green, like, yet again, with this green, bruh. There's a lot of green. I'm tired of it. If you wanted me to be even more anal, I would bring the greens down to mid. But I'm just trying to be all like, well, I like this green more than these other greens, so it's hella good for me. Abra, you can't even tell, bruh. Like, what? This is ass shiny. This is ass shiny. And then I actually do think this is mid. Like, you can't even tell these are shiny, bruh. It's just like a weird, like, it just boosts the brightness and that's it, you know? Or this Machop, what even is this, man? Then the Machoke and Machamp, I actually do think are some more favorite green shinies as well, too. This Bellsprout is ass. This Weeping Bell, bro. Guys, there is so much green. Like, there's so much green, bro. And then the Victor Bell, I like the little blue swirl on the lips. So, you go in eh. But there's so much green, bro. The Purple Tentacool, I actually do think is low-key fire, bro. I low-key think it's fire, bro. I low-key think it's fire. And the Tentacruel goes and goated. He goes and goated, man. It's Tentacruel. It's a fire shiny, bro. That weird blue-ish color, you know what I mean? I mess with it for sure. The Geodude, ironically enough, since it stands out, I mess with it. I think Golem is probably my least favorite shiny of the three, you know? I'm being a hater. Never mind. I'm being a hater. I like it. I actually do like it. But I do think Golem is at least favorite of the three. I do like it. And now as I'm actually thinking about this more, the Moltres is actually low-key fire. Like, I'm thinking about this more, the Moltres is low-key fire. Ponyta, goated. Rapidash, goated. Don't really need to say much, especially the Ponyta. The Ponyta's actual magnifique. Very fire. The Slowpoke, I do think is... like, it's the tint, though. I mess with the tint that carries it. Slow Bro, goated. It's weird polar opposites, right? Then very shinies right here. Like, the rusty tint I low-key mess with, so it's there. Farfetch ass, no. And then here we go with more green, bro. Like, there's so much green in Gen 1, bro. Like, why? Why? Is it weird to say I'm a little biased? Maybe I'm a little biased on all the greens because I like the original Mons. But, like, it doesn't look like complete garbage. It's more suffocating, you know? These aren't even shiny. No, these aren't even shiny at all. These are not. Here's some decent green shinies. I actually mess with these ones a lot because, again, like I was telling you, it's very different. It's very different from their original colors. Finally, some goats. We got Goat. Haunter's very good. And then Gengar, what happened, bro? What happened? What happened, bro? This Ghastly is so fire, though. I like the little touch that it's a Haunter. Obviously not enough to put in goated, but I like it. And the Gengar, you literally can't even tell. It's like literally like 0.000000001 for the tint. Like, what even is this, bruh? This is like a weird yellowish green. So I don't like, I mean, I guess because it's different enough. These are pink, so I mess with them, especially the Hypno. I think the Hypno is very good. I'd even definitely put it in goated. I think the shiny Hypno is fire, bruh. Fire, bruh. I don't want to put Drowsy in hella good because it's Drowsy, but let me not be biased here real quick. Let me put it actually in here. This Drowsy shiny is low-key fire, bruh. This Krabby is cute. I like it, but then this Kingler is just very You know, ironically enough, these would actually be considered in goated because they stand out. It's very different. The little feature they got going on where it's a Pokeball, then the next thing is a Great Ball, and their shiny is a Great Ball. So it's like, for a shiny, right, guys? For a shiny, you gotta put it in goated. For a shiny, at least, you gotta put it in goated. I hate these mons, but if I'm going to be as completely unbiased as possible, guys, for a shiny, you gotta put it in goated. You absolutely have to. Execute. I mean, there's a lot of yellow in here too. Now that I think about it, I like it. I really like these actually, believe it or not. These are very like mid. I just don't really care about these guys. So much green. Very I'm just gonna drag these down and just not try and be like I'm gonna not try and be a lover of sorts. And I'm gonna change this at the very end, guys. This was low-key kind of cool. I low-key have always messed with this Hitmonchan because of the blue gloves. You know what I mean? As a kid growing up, this one I know I'm biased on. The Succatongue. My eyes are like destroyed looking at these. Fire. These are goated shinies. Yep. These are goated shinies. Really like the color. Really mess with it. Very cool bluish color. The purple touch on the smoke still. Fire, bro. Actual fire. The Rhyhorn I actually do like a lot, and the Rhydon I do think is kind of it's just a tint. It's just a bear, but it's like a bronzy tint, so it carries it enough. But this is a more deeper bronze, so low-key I actually really like Rhyhorns. I do actually really, because it's a more deeper bronze color. It's like that rust. Chansey, but I fuck with the green that's on it, you know? Like, I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. I fuck with the green that's on it, even though this mon was already green, and its shiny's an even more green, like Oddish. It's like Oddish are better. This is ass. A lot of in this generation. This is fire. This is fire. I mess with these. You can't even tell these are shiny. This is like a yellowish green tint to it. And this you can't even tell. Pretty sure it's just a regular. On God. This is the regular shiny. And then these are very, very, very fire. I would even arguably put in goated. I lied. I'm gonna put it in goated. Very goated shinies right here. Mr. Mime, a lot again, guys. A lot of green. This Scyther, like, you know what I mean? This Jinx, This Electabuzz is hella good. This Magmar is probably ungoated. Like, this Pinsir is hella good. These three got fire ones. This Tauros is Like, look at all the green, bruh. And then obviously the Magikarp. I mean, come on. It's Magikarp and Gyarados. These are literally some OG shinies. When you think of shiny Pokemon, these should be the first that come to mind because this was the most represented shiny Pokemon ever, especially the Gyarados. So when you think of shinies, these are iconic for shiny mons. So they're fire. I think the Lapras is also very good as well too. The Ditto I'd arguably put in goated. I fuck with that blue cum. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Lapras I'd even put in goated. Yes, sir. The Pinsir I'd even put in goated. Yes, sir. Like, what, dude? That's fire, bro. The Eevee I'm gonna put in goated. I love that little silver color. And then a lot of water Pokemon get a lot of purple shinies, but that narrative is not important right now because a lot of these have been green. So I'll put the Vaporeon in hella good. The Jolteon I put in mid. The Flareon I actually put in mid too. It's a nice touch, nice color. The Porygon is actually goated. Very fire design. And like I told you, like these are actually pretty good as well to actually low-key mess with these. But again, a lot of them you're gonna notice is trend, guys, where a lot of water Pokemon, whether it be starters or just regular water mons, always end up being purple. You feel me? The Kabuto, Kabutops is kind of cool. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's kind of dope. I think it's because, like I was telling you, because of the brown to green, it stands out a little more. But even then, Aerodactyl, I really, really, really like. Snorlax, just... It's just... you know what I mean, man? Just very... It's like a more... It's like you boost the brightness on regular Snorlax, and that's literally it. And I know that is going to be very hypocritical. They did the same thing to Articuno, but it looks fire. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's a more... I know it's hard to tell on this sprite, but it's like that more, like, lighter opacity, like, snow cloud blue. So I fuck with it for what it is. Zapdos, very eh. And this come from a literal #1 Zapdos stand. Very eh. And then the teeny line, I kind of fuck with for sure. I know people don't like Dragonite. I don't think the Dragonite is anywhere near as bad as people say that it is. There's worse green shinies. Look at all of Gen 1 and look at all these green shinies. You want me to be completely unbiased here? I will drag all these bitches down. I will drag all these bitches down. Again, this is different enough. I'm just going to be completely unbiased right now. Let's see. Yeah, I dragged this bitch down. No, I'm not going to lie to you. I keep it up. I keep it up. Yeah. Okay, cool. I dragged the Bulbasaur line down. There it is. Did I drag Pidgeot down? I did. Okay. And then Mewtwo and Mew. I think Mew speaks for itself, or it's very goated shiny. And the Mewtwo, again, very big Mewtwo fan right here. And I think it's mid. I do. Very big Mewtwo fan. I think it's mid. I did not like the fact that it was green. Had it have been like black and gold, like the Shadow. Hey. Or had it have been like a color scheme, maybe like the Weezing. That'd be very fire. It would be very, very, very fire. You know, that would be extremely fire, but they did not feel the need to do that. So very unsettling. You kind of hate to see it. Or had they even done like a blue shiny, kind of like Mew, could kind of keep that little trait going on. Hey, I come from Mew. Mew's all shiny is going to be blue. My genetics are very similar to Mew. Mine should also be blue, but that's because he's been made by humans. They made it puke green. So if you guys notice, there's a lot of green in this entire generation. And when I bump anything down, I don't care about anything that's mid and below. Everything above that, I would probably fight for. I probably would fight for. I would probably end up fighting for. So that's what's up. But yeah, guys, we come from the realization of Generation 1 shinies. Lot of green, lot of yellow down here. Look at it. My eyes are just heavy. What do you guys think? Do you guys disagree? Agree? Leave a like down below. Subscribe. Guys, if we get 500 likes, Gen 2, I know, my all-time favorite Gen, right? Gen 2 shiny tours will be coming soon, probably this week, guys. If we get 500 likes on this video, so leave a like down below, subscribe, let me know your thoughts down below. Shiny Hunters, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all